That happens. It was never offered to me back then. He was the champion when I was the champion, right?
Yeah. Everybody wanted you guys to fight each other.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have did it back then. I would have had all the belts. But you know, it is what it is. So it's all about timing in this sport.
Danny, how was the face-off right now? It's the first time you faced off with him. Did you see anything, or was it? What goes through your mind?
You know, it's a regular face-off at the end of the day.
First off, David, congratulations.
For the media, Danny Garcia never backs down. I know he didn't see nothing in me, because you know what I do. I come to fight.
You're here solo, Danny. Where's Angel? Where's the
My
team
man,
at, man?
man.
I see you running
Nah,
solo.
Pops, man. But this is late. Actually, it was late notice. Like, they just told me, like, less than 48 hours ago that I had to be out here. So, you know, it's hard for just Pops to drop everything, get on a 6-hour flight. And he don't like flying, period. So you couldn't give him $1 million to come out here. I'll tell you that much.
But then, have you studied Brandon's fights yet? Have you watched them?
Yeah, definitely. I watched the last. I like watching usually the last 3 fights, because it's like, you know, you can't teach your old horse new tricks. You feel me? I'm not saying he's old, but if you've been fighting a certain way your whole career, basically that's how you're gonna fight me that night. So we just I've been studying his last 3 fights, doing a little more tape than usual, watching my last fights too, see what things I can strengthen on, and just getting together a great game plan.
Now, Danny, you mentioned about Keith Thurman's movement. If I can play devil's advocate just a little bit, have you added to the training camp some agility movement so you can cut the ring off? And
I mean, I felt like I fought a great fight, to be honest with you. His movement didn't bother me. He just didn't engage. Like, after the 4th round, he was shadow boxing. That's how it felt like. Like, he came to fight the first 3, but you know, I don't blame him. Who wants to stand in front of me? You feel me? So you gotta be dumb. But his movement didn't bother me. I've been fighting guys moving since I don't know when. I think my last 5 or 6 fights. The movement never bothers me. So I know how to cut the ring off. I know how to fight aggressively. I got great timing, so that didn't bother me.
Danny, do you have any words for Brandon in Spanish?
What
What does that mean?
Break your face.
How frustrating. Danny, what do you think about the whole Sean Porter talk? Because he's been very vocal about you. He said he wanted to fight.
Yeah.
He said, I think he even said they offered something like that. But
I never
what
been
do you have
offered
to
the fight. That I know of, it's never been offered to me. It never came back to Danny Garcia. But I like that fight. I think that's a great fight for me. He comes forward. He likes to fight. I'm a great boxer, counterpuncher with power on both hands. And just be careful what you wish for.
What do you wish him right now, and what do you think about?
Oh, man, I just wish him health and just stay strong. It's crazy when you have all the money in the world, you know, you're a millionaire and you're just sitting in jail and it's just like you have nothing. So he's a strong person, and I think he'll be all right.
Hey, Danny, your thoughts on Terrence Crawford throwing his name in at 147? How do you see he would do in this hot welterweight division?
You know, only we see. Like I said before, same way I fought Thurman, same way Canelo fought Triple G, same way Rigondeaux fought with Lomachenko, Canelo and GGG. Him and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence has to fight. Same way we did.
You've been in a top 10 pound-for-pound list for many years, but you don't always get the recognition.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I've been 11. Shit. I remember I was ranked number 11, like pound for pound one time, and there was like 5 people I never heard of in front of me. I was like, oh, this is some bullshit.
Must be right,
yeah, somebody behind us, man. Somebody don't like me in this game, but
Politics.
you know, I can't worry about that. At the end of the day, I pack a seat. I get the views, and people come to watch me fight. And that's what a real pound for pound fighter is about.
Your thoughts on going back to Las Vegas? You know, your best 2 victories on your career happened there. Amir Khan and Lucas Matisse said. Your thoughts on just going back to Vegas and fighting there? And
I'm excited. It's something about Vegas, man. Got that good fight feel. The air, it feels good. Like you said, I had 2 great performances there, and I'm excited to go back and kick off 2018.
Danny, you said Mayweather Promotions is part of this. You fight in front of Floyd, in front of Guerrero. You're going to probably fight in front of him again.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you fight in front of Floyd? Do you even like pay attention to it? Do you kind of like try not to tune it in that he's sitting right there looking at you?
I don't worry about who's in the stands when I'm fighting or who's watching me, but I just feel like Floyd's been watching me for a long time and just never fought me. That's how I feel. I'm not saying he ducked me or nothing. I'm just saying that I think I've been on his radar, but he it just never happened, or he just has to see something better.
Were you waiting for the call? At one point, like, you just kept waiting for the phone to ring and said that they was...
When I beat Matisse, I really thought like they were setting that up because I was the co-main event and he was the main event, and I had a great win. And then me going to 147, I'll be like the smaller guy. So I thought like he would pick me, but it never happened.
Danny, you posted a video where you grabbed, you said you're going to kick a lot of ass this year. What kind of reaction did you get from that?
Oh man, that went viral. You see that? That was everywhere. It's going to be a whole lot of ass whooping.
Did you know it's going to go viral?
That shit felt good. I got to try that, smacking some ass.
But did you know it's going to go viral?
Nah, I was just being myself. I was just being funny.
Did you do it one take or you did multiple takes?
No, it was one take. One take, I just smacked that ass, grabbed it. It was like, yo, it's going to be a whole lot of ass whooping.
Now, Brandon's a smack talker, Angel's a smack talker. I was really hoping to have them, see them today go at it. We'll have to wait for fight week, I guess.
Definitely. It's going to be a lot different fight week, I'll tell you that much. There's going to be a lot of animosity. It's going to be a lot of tense, you know, men who just been training, Pops frustrated, training camp being crazy. So definitely, it's going to be a lot different. It would have been crazy too, but you know, Pops is crazy. So a rainstorm. Come on, guys. We just had a blizzard and a
snow,
sleet.
So you being from Philly, what are you telling the people here?
Man, y'all spoiled. Y'all gotta calm down and relax. But the firestorm was bad though.
The fire.
Yeah, we don't get that. We don't get like the whole neighborhood on fire thing. But yeah, man, y'all good, man. It's rain. You need some rain. Make the flowers grow.
So Danny, what do you tell Sean if he's watching? Final thing, there's been a lot of back and forth. What do you tell him to take?
Be careful what you wish for, because it can happen any day. And when it happens, just be ready for it. I'm ready for whatever.
You surprised he's been so vocal about you in particular?
I think it's more he just promotional. Like when he did that, when he did the last thing, he was already mashed up. Like, why are you talking about Danny Garcia if you already mashed up with somebody else? So I get it. You use my name to promote your fight. It is what it is.
Do you think the WBC is actually lining you guys up? Because he's fought 2 title eliminators. This would be your 1 title eliminator. Does it make sense you guys fight top of the summer?
It will make sense, but at the end of the day, I was the champion. So if anything, I get first shot at anything before anybody.
Danny, you said
it's just respect at that point. You feel me?
Can't teach your old dog new tricks, but from what I've seen in the gym from Brandon, it looks like he's rededicated himself. Do you buy that yourself? Do you buy it?
No, at the end of the day, you gotta be focused, man. You gotta be focused, especially he knows what's at stake. He's training hard. I'm training hard. I'm dedicated. I've always been a dedicated fighter. Danny Garcia is not the type of fighter who just takes a fight off, gains a lot of weight, doesn't care how he looks, and then one fight he wants to train hard. Danny Garcia trains hard Danny Garcia trains hard every fight, and that's the difference between me and him.
Obviously, you're not looking past Brandon, but looking into the future, a lot of people want to see you in there with Errol Spence as well as Thurman. The rematch. You've been vocal as well and critical of Errol Spence. Him winning a title now, going to the UK, stopping Kell Brook. Has he win your approval? Do you co-sign him now as a good fighter, or do you still want to see a little bit more?
He's a world champion. You gotta give him respect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking that away from him. He won the belt. He went over there and won the belt. He's fighting Peterson. That's not an easy fight. I've been in there with him. He's a tough fighter. He's always in shape. He's technical. He's not a big puncher, but he can give you hell if you let him. So he got to test with Peterson first before you can worry about.
Where do you see yourself within this hot welterweight division?
You know, I just gotta take one fight at a time. One fight at a time. There's a lot of good fighters in there, but Danny Garcia is the most popular one, and numbers don't lie. You need to fight Danny Garcia to have a big fight in the welterweight division.
How do you beat Errol Spence?
You know, he's a young fighter. He's strong. He's hungry. I know his mindset. I've been there before. Just gotta take him to a place he's never been before.
Where's
that's
that?
it.
Where's
Just
that?
gotta take him. Only he knows where that's at.
Danny, if Amir Khan fights Broner, what do you think of that fight?
That's an interesting fight. That's an interesting fight. That's an interesting fight, man. You know, no one knows how Khan's been out for a minute, like
Over a year.
Broner. You know, he's been struggling at the top level too. I think it's a good fight for both of them. It's even because of the inactivity of Amir Khan and just how Broner hasn't been consistent.